Welcome back to my site code diaries, your go-to destination for all the things in C Sharp, .NET and site code. I am thrilled to kick off another exciting episode of C Sharp tutorial series. Today we are going to see type conversion and casting. Before starting, I am your host Jitendra. You can connect me on my social media account. Links are given on the screen. Here what we will explore in this video. First, we will try to understand the critical concept of type of conversion and casting. Then we will see what is implicit conversion and what is explicit conversion. We will try to find out the answer of these two questions. Then we will go through few inbuilt conversion methods, and finally we will see very important interview question, boxing and unboxing. So before moving to the video further, don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button, sharing this video with your fellow coders, drop your comment below, and of course subscribe to my site code diary. So let's start. So let's see overview of type conversion and casting. So at high level, the type conversion can be categorized into, first is the implicit. So this type of a conversion which is done by the compiler automatically when you assign a value. So we will see this in detail in the upcoming slides. Then we have a explicit conversion. Explicit conversion is basically it's required a cast expression. It is explicitly done by the user or a programmer. Then you have a user defined. So this is basically a custom code written by a programmer and it is done by using the implicit and explicit conversion between the custom type that do not have a base class and derived class relationship. If there is no base class and derived class relationship, then the conversion is done. That is called as a user defined and it is a custom code. Then we have a helper classes. Okay, so to convert between a non-compatible type, you can use the system classes and parse method. So that is called as a with the helper class conversion. Okay, so at high level, very high level, these are the four categories which we can say for the type conversion. We can have implicit, explicit, user defined with helper class, and out of which the first two, implicit and explicit, is most important, and that we are going to see in this video further. So implicit conversion. So implicit conversions are performed by C# in the type shape manner. For example, if there are conversion from smaller to larger integral type and conversion from derived classes to base classes. Basically, the implicit conversion is done by the compiler automatically when there is a no data loss, like you have a smaller type and a larger type. Okay, so like integer and the float. So there we are not going to lose the data. Okay, so we are not going to lose there is no loss of a data. In that case, compiler itself does the conversion, that is called as a implicit conversion. And similarly, we have a derived class and base classes. We will see what is derived class and base classes when we will go further in this series. But if there is a relationship between derived classes and base classes, that kind of a conversion where compiler on its own can do a conversion, that is called a type shape manner conversion, then that is called as a implicit conversion. So example is like this: you have an integer number here and that is getting converted to the big number. Now if you are doing this is called an implicit conversion. As a programmer, you do not have to write anything here, it is automatically done, the conversion is automatically done. Similarly, we have a derived class and base class conversion. Okay, Implicit casting is done automatically when passing a smaller size of size type. So this is automatic conversion. There's no need to user need to explicitly mention anything. Any integral numeric type is implicitly convertible to any floating point numeric type. A value of constant expression of type integer can be implicitly converted to s byte, byte, short, uint, ulong, nint, or nuint. So this is simple example like smaller to larger, right? So whatever the smaller type, if it is moving to the larger type, then it is automatically done, and that is called as a implicit conversion. So there are no implicit conversions between the decimal type and the float or a double type. Let's see now what is explicit conversion or a casting. Explicit conversions are done explicitly by users using the predefined functions. Explicit conversion require a cast operator. So explicit conversion is done by user or a programmer where there is a chances of a data loss. Okay, so if there is a chance of a data loss, then the compiler cannot do that conversion. Okay, it will throw an error. So you need to inform compiler that you want to explicitly do this conversion. So that for that you have to use a cast operator. Now how it is done? So this is your double to integer convert. Sorry, you have a double to integer conversion. Okay, so here if you see this in bracket, you are writing as a int. Okay, so this is how you can do a conversion. Also you can use a as statement also as int like that. Okay, so this is called as a explicit conversion. So if conversion cannot be made without a risk of losing information, the compiler requires that you perform an explicit conversion, which is called as a cast. So casting is nothing but compiler wants you to do that conversion. You explicitly inform a compiler that you want to do this conversion. So this statement, if you see the third line, that is explicitly you are telling the compiler that I want to do this this casting, okay, this conversion, and I'm aware that the data is going to get lost here. A cast is a way of explicitly informing the compiler that you intend to make the conversion and that you are aware that data loss might occur or the cast may fail at runtime. Okay, so it is explicitly you are doing and explicitly telling compiler. Okay, and it can also run fail at the time of when you run it. Okay, compiling time it will compile it, but at the time of run it may throw an error. Okay, now we will move to the type conversion methods. So these are the basically few methods which inbuilt methods which you can utilize for the conversion. So to boolean, it convert a value to the boolean. Then you have 2 byte, obviously it convert to the byte. Then 2 character will convert to the Unicode. Then you have a date time, it converts to integer or string time to the date time structure. Then you have 2 decimal, also integer time to decimal. You have a 2 single, converts a floating point number, small floating point number to double, convert type to a double type, to s byte. Then you have a 2 integer 16, 2 integer 32, and 2 integer 64. Okay, corresponding conversions are done with 60-bit integer, 32-bit integer, and 64-bit integer. Then you have a 2 init 16, 2 init 32, 2 unit 64. So again, it's a corresponding conversion is done with an unsigned integer type. Okay, long and big integer. Then you have 2 type. This convert a type to a specified type. Okay, and then you have a 2 string which convert type to the string. Okay, so these are the few example. I mean, when you start programming the code, you will get experience, then you will realize there are few more which you can utilize. So at high level, these are the few which you are going to use it. I think 2 string you will be using the most of the time. Okay, so these are the different conversion these are the different conversion in out of box conversion methods. Now we'll see boxing and unboxing. This is a very important question for the interviews. If you are giving interviews for a .NET and C Sharp, so there might be a question: what is boxing and what is unboxing? So we'll see this. Boxing, the process of converting a value type variable like character, integer, etc. to a reference type variable like object is called boxing. Now what is value type, what is reference type, we have a separate video on that, and that video link I will give you at the end of this video. You can, if you are not aware about that, then you can have a look on that video, then you will understand this, that the boxing is a process where you are converting a value type to the reference type. Okay, and boxing is an implicit conversion process in which object type is the use. So it is an implicit conversion. So wherever the you are doing a implicit conversion from value type to reference type, example is like integer to object, character to object, then that is called as a boxing, because you do it, it is an implicitly, the compiler itself does that conversion. Now what is unboxing? It is the opposite process. The process of converting a reference type variable into a value type variable is known as a unboxing. The process of converting a reference type variable into a value type variable. So that process is called as a unboxing, and it is explicit conversion because the reference type like object, string, all those if you are trying to convert into the value type like integer, character, then you might lose the data. Okay, so that's the reason it is called as a implicit conversion. Okay, so if you take an example here, you see, so here we are defining the integer number 12, then we are assigning that number to the object. Okay, so if you see here, this is called as a boxing, as we are not writing any specific code or special code here, we are just assigning the value. So we are converting the integer, which is value type, to the object, that is your reference type. Okay, now what is unboxing? Unboxing is this. If you see here, what we are doing is we are writing an integer I is equal to, in the casting we are doing here, integer obj. Okay, so this casting is called as a this process is called as a unboxing. So here if you see, the object is a reference type, integer is a value type, and for doing a conversion from object to integer, we have to write a casting expression here. If you see here, we have a casting expression, we are writing in within the bracket the type where we want to convert. So this is called as a unboxing. So if you run this application, then we'll get this result where your value, boxing value is 12 and unboxing is 12. The conversion has happened and there is no any compile time error. Okay, so this process is called as a unboxing. So at high level, if I summarize this, boxing is a process of converting a value type to a reference type, whereas unboxing is its opposite process, converting reference type to value type. This is very important question for the basic. If you are going for a first level of a interview, then this is the basic question which can be asked, like what is boxing and what is unboxing. So that's it for today. In next video, we will be going through a Visual Studio, console command, and a string formatter. If you like the video, then please upvote by clicking on the like button and provide your feedback, question in the comment section. If you have not subscribed to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button and click on a notification bell to get a latest update and the latest videos. Thank you. Thanks for watching.